What is your way to enjoy the homemade noodle? I have some delicious homemade chicken soup for it. Today I'm going to make the homemade noodle in two ways. One extremely easy hand-pulled noodle, one machine-made. Let's jump to the kitchen. First, we make dough for the noodle. I have 600 gram all-purpose flour, 4 grams salt, 1 teaspoon vegetable oil, and 330 grams of water. Mix the dough till it starts to get firmed. Knead it by hand. This dough do not have high percentage of water, which means it takes some time to knead it. When you don't see any dry flour, cover the dough and let it rest for 20 minutes. After the dough getting rest in 20 minutes, you can knead it for about 1 minute. You will get a very smooth dough in the very short time. Cover the dough again and let it rest more. In the meantime, we prepare the stock. For this recipe, I have used a whole chicken, washed and cleaned. I butchered this chicken with one knife within 10 minutes. If you are interested to see the whole process, leave the comments below. I will make video for it. Heat a frying pan with medium heat. Put chicken in there with the skin side down. Put the lid on, cook in about 15 minutes. Stir the chicken to the other side and then let it cook evenly in about another 10 minutes. Transfer the chicken into a big pot. Fill it with water that can cover the chicken. Put 1 onion, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 bay leaf, some black pepper, some sichuanpepper, that is optional, and let the soup simmer with low heat. To make this soup even tastier, we need to prepare some vegetables. Carrot peeled and shredded. I used the dry shiitake mushroom has been sliced and soaked in water 3 hours. Lettuce shredded as well. Some spring onions for garnish. We cook the shiitake and the carrot into the chicken soup. When the preparation is done, we start with the noodles. First, we start to prepare the one without machines. Cut one part of the dough, share it into small pieces. Try to make it a nice firm. Prepare a box with a lid, cover the dough with oil, put the lid on, and let it rest minimum 40 minutes. When the hand-pulled noodle is resting, we made the machine ones. The important thing here is use enough dry flour after the dough go through the machine, then it will not stuck together. I made some pretty long dough sheets. As a Chinese, I used to make long noodles because in our culture, long noodle means long life. But you don't need to make so big dough at once as I do. The smaller dough is, the easier to handle it. The benefit of homemade noodle is you can cut it how you like it. Thicker, thinner, it's totally up to you. Personally, I like the noodle thin for soup. Now it's time to take care of the hand-pulled noodle. Start your stove with high heat. Boil water in a wide pot. When the water starts boiling, take one of the dough. Use the handle of a fork or spoon and press in the middle of the dough. Gently put it, and then you can make it thinner by opening it in the middle. Put it directly into the boiling water. This is called pulled noodle in China. When the noodle is floating on the surface, which means it's done. Take out the hand-pulled noodle from the pot, and then we cook the machine-made ones. Since the noodles are so thin, it will get cooked within 1 minute. I prepare 1 bowl for me and 1 bowl for my husband. Take out the noodle, put it into a bowl with lettuce, serve it with our most delicious chicken soup. My little daughter is going to eat this meal as well. I season the soup only with some salt, and I use some soy sauce, sesame oil, and spring onion afterwards. Now it's the time to enjoy this delicious meal.